We are now getting more details in the Mahant Giri death case. Now, the preliminary report that has been sent to the SSP and the Chief Minister's Office and the SIT that's been formed essentially to investigate this case is now looking at all the witnesses. Now, the autopsy report in this case is also about to come out. That's what we are told, that the accused arrested in the case will be produced before the CJM Narendra. Now, the autopsy at this point in time seems to suggest that this was death due to hanging. We are going to go across to Piyush in just a bit to give us more details on this. Now, do remember that this autopsy was conducted this morning. It was nearly a 2-hour-long process, and now we are told that the autopsy report is out, and I'm going to go across to Piyush, who's reporting from Prayagraj. Piyush, give us more details of what you're learning about the preliminary post-mortem report that has now been sent to the CMO, that's the Chief Medical Officer.
Well, Nupur, what we are learning from our sources is that the preliminary report suggesting that Mahant Narendra died, his death caused because of hanging. So this is what we are learning right now. That's the information we are receiving from our sources, that he died and the cause of the death is hanging. This is what we are learning, and that this report has now been sent to the Chief Medical Officer. By late evening, we will be able to further know about the other more important part of this report. But the preliminary investigation and preliminary autopsy report is now suggesting that the reason of death is that he died because of hanging. Now we'll have to wait and watch how the investigation in this case further proceeds. We know as to how SIT has already been informed. Right now, as we are learning, after post-mortem, the mortal remains of Mahant Narendra have been taken to Sangam, where other rituals would be performed, and after that he would be again brought back here in Math itself. The preparations for Samadhi are underway. All these seers, top seers who have come from different parts of the country, they have taken part in this Rath Yatra, which was just taken out of the Math, and after that they would come back and the Samadhi would be given. But if you talk about the investigation part, this suicide note has become a very talking point. Many people, those are very close to Mahant Narendra, in fact, who have closely worked in different campaign movements, be it Ram Janmabhoomi movement or the Mathura movement, they are now coming out and clearly stressing on one point, that it is a fake suicide note. So these allegations, these comments are now coming in from the people very close to Mahant, are very serious, and it needs to be investigated. Police has already formed an SIT which is looking into this entire case, and they are investigating the case. Today in the morning, we got to know that how security personnel who were protecting Mahant Narendra 24/7, they were interrogated thoroughly. After that, Anand Giri, who was brought from Haridwar to Prayagraj, even he is, being thoroughly questioned. He would be produced before the court. He was arrested yesterday itself. Today, most likely, he will be produced in the court. The sources are also telling us that this suicide note, which was written by Mahant Narendra, is also being shown to him to ascertain if it was Narendra itself who wrote that. So multiple things are now coming out. Nupur, there is also very important, crucial piece of investigation. That is the last video, which was recorded by Mahant Narendra himself before he committed suicide. That is also a very important part of investigation. And right now, that video is with police. So multiple things are there. Initially, police started investigating this case, considering it a case of suicide, but now after the kind of revelations, those came out day by day, minute by minute. This is now police is investigating this entire case with a murder mystery. So at one side, investigation continues to take place. On the other side, rituals are being performed to give Samadhi to Mahant Narendra.
Absolutely. Piyush, as you're pointing out, this is turning out to be an extremely convoluted case with many angles coming into the picture, almost every hour. Thank you for the moment, though, Piyush, for joining us.